What's up, Daddy? So I watched your video. I really enjoyed the ending with the potato chips. The potato chips made me think, what is it that usually people have with potato chips? I always like to drink a nice bottle of Plusy when I eat potato chips. Not that Plusy, this Plusy. Put a little nice editing right here. Plusy. So I was thinking about Plusy because, well, of course it's delicious, and on the other hand, I was like scrolling through my pictures back in 2018 when we first became friends. I saw that picture with the Plusy bottle that you gave to me, and we went to the jazz bar that night. And I was thinking about how we became friends. Like, there's a great story about how we met on your hand, and I hope you will say that in your next video, because it's a very, very funny story. But I wasn't thinking about how we met. I was thinking about how we became friends, because it's not that easy to make this kind of friendship in Japan. I was thinking I was really lucky to have met you, first of all. But then I was like, how did we become friends? Like, oh, wow. Don't think there was a moment or an event or something you said, something you did for me. So what was it? It wasn't one moment, of course. It was a series of events. But what I wanna talk about in this video is what I feel like was the moment that we became friends. Because even for the people that look at these videos, they always see us together, so they always understand we are very good friends. But I think they're wondering maybe how we became this close. For me, I think the moment that we became, the moment that I realized that you were. Wait, let me do this again. I'm kind of tired because I've been awake since this morning, 7 a.m. shooting a commercial for a very nice thing that you put in your ears. Cannot talk about it yet, but I hope everybody will put it in their ears. They will put this thing in there. Oh man, just put things in your ears already. So going back to the topic, for me, the moment that I realized that you were a very good friend for me was when I got the confirmation for the manga, when they told me that I will have a series on a magazine in Japan, when my dream became true. I remember the first time we met after I got this email from my editor. I remember meeting you, and well, it was a great news for me, of course, but it was during a time, maybe the toughest of times for me in Japan, because I was going through a breakup and I was very, very lonely, and well, things were not very working out for me. But you, of course, you were there for me, so we met, and I remember we walked, I think it was Ikebukuro, maybe somewhere around there. So we walked late evening, we walked together, and I was telling you how happy I was about it, and how you were super happy for me. But we didn't talk about manga that much. We kept talking about our exes. We kept talking about our relationships, how both of our relationships ended in about the same year, I think, if I'm not wrong. That was the day that I realized that you were my best friend, I think. I remember you made an Instagram story about me. You wrote something like Lil Pro Manga Artist or the hottest manga artist in Japan, something like that. It was a very nice comment that you made for me. That, I mean, you were one of the few people that knew about this thing. Only my friends in Italy, my family, and you knew about this news. So I wasn't getting that much of feedback, and I was like burned out for all the work, all the things that I had to do to fucking make it. It seems stupid, but even the smallest compliment sometimes can make a people very, 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 very fucking happy. That compliment that you made me in that story, I don't know why, but I remember that made me so fucking happy, man. Maybe that's the moment that I realized that you were my best friend. That moment is when I realized that you've been around for me all fucking year. Every fucking time I needed somebody to talk to or to be around with, you were always there. And nobody else was there for me. You were the only one who was there for me, and that's something that I always tell to myself that I will never fucking forget. No matter what happens in the future, I will never forget this. And not only because you were around. It's not like you were just around. It's that with you, I experienced so many things that I would have been able to experience, and in a way, everything that I did with you, every party I went with, every YouTube shoot we did with Sam, because you introduced me to Sam. Everything we did led to me making a an improvement or a success out of that field that I first was introduced by you. I hope in the next video you will talk about how we met, because like that's a funny story. Because this video kind of sucks because it's just me blabbering about, oh, a good friend I think you are, and I don't know, many people will kind of want to watch this, but well, if I want to find a message to end this video, is that so even when you don't, even when you feel lonely, and then you the message that I want people to